going on, guys? This is a video about tending to your responsibilities. Now, I want all of you guys to think about this. Think about someone that is in shape and goes to the gym. All right, that person has a really good physique. They're in shape. Maybe they're lean. Maybe they're super strong. Maybe they're just really locked in on their diet. What do you think it took that person to get to a position where they're lean and they're strong and they have the discipline to stick to a diet? What do you think it took? Just think about it for like 2 seconds. It took discipline, and it took time, and it took reps, and it took practice. But guess what? That time, discipline, and practice made them into the person that they are today, right? Because they have a decision-making process that is based on what they want to become. And a lot of people don't have that, and that's the reason why a lot of people aren't successful. But when your decision-making is made based on the outcome that you are looking to achieve / maintain or improve, then you will never be successful if you can't get into that mindset. So think about this. It's that same exact person who's really, really in shape, and they're maybe, really lean. Let's just say that. This person's like 10% body fat. 10% body fat, they bench 315, they're an absolute beast, and they look great. Take really good care of themselves. That person then goes on vacation. And then when that person's on vacation, there's a possibility of, them maybe falling off their diet, or falling off their training routine, or maybe falling into temptation with, alcohol and things like that are not going to be good for their physique. Now, when that person comes back from vacation, after doing those things, if they did those things in the first place, right? Because it's easier to fall into those things when you're out of your routine, you're out of your house. Does that person continue on with that same decision-making process as when they were on vacation? Or do they, one, do things to fix it, right? Maybe they're doing a little extra cardio, maybe they're in a little bit more of a calorie deficit when they come back. Two, do they continue making those same choices, still drinking, still eating out, still doing whatever they want, right? Eating in a calorie surplus, maybe not training. Or three, does that person just go right back to routine because it's normal, right? Probably number three. The people who are successful most consistently, or this person as an example, is most successful because they go back to their exact same routine and decision-making and thought process that they had prior to being on vacation. And even sometimes, most times actually, they are probably on that same exact vacation, still going to the gym, still eating high protein, maybe, not exactly on plan, but still doing the things that got them to the point where they had a physique that was desirable. Now think about what that looks like as a day trader. As a day trader who is looking to become profitable, what are your responsibilities that you have every single day? You have a responsibility to wake up on time, to be prepared to get on the market. You have a responsibility to do your due diligence in finding your daily bias or your key levels or however you trade, right? Your areas that you're maybe looking for price to trade to for the day. And you have a responsibility to execute your system and your strategy with patience and conviction and following whatever rule set that you've set for yourself that works statistically over time. That is your responsibility. Those three things are your responsibility every single day, right? You have a responsibility to hold yourself to the decision-making process that got you to that position in the first place, right? So if I want to become a profitable day trader, what does a profitable day trader do? A profitable day trader gets on the market early enough to have enough, clear-headed space to make their decision-making about their daily bias, right? They get on the market and they're calm and they're patient with their execution. When they do take a trade, they have conviction and they don't emotionally close or emotionally add size or emotionally move their take profit or their stop loss. They execute based on the system that they've set for themselves, right? Because that's what a profitable day trader does, right? It's pretty simple. That is the archetype of person that has that successful lifestyle. Now, it is your responsibility, if you want to maintain that archetype, to continuously have the same decision-making process through every aspect of your life and through every single situation or environment that you put yourself in, right? So someone who goes on vacation, who's in shape, most likely is probably going to still consistently work out, right? Or at least eat similar to the way that they were before, and maybe on a rare occasion they will completely just go right off routine. They'll go wild, right? But that person who just goes absolutely wild probably doesn't have a consistent routine when they come home, because they can fall into temptation like that, and they can fall into things that get them off their routine to such a great standard that it actually sets them back so much to where it's like very hard to recover. Not impossible, but very hard to recover, right? So as a day trader, when you want to become that type of person, you have a responsibility and a duty to maintain that same exact decision-making process that got you to that goal. If you want to become successful, you are most likely backtesting, forward testing, journaling, sticking to your rules, having them out in front of you, being educated on your edge, and continuously improving it to get better and better and make more and more and scale your accounts, right? Whether you're trading 1 account, 5 accounts, 10 accounts, 1 live account, whatever it is, scaling your accounts, whether it be quantity or just the balance on the account itself. That is your responsibility, because as a day trader who is profitable, you have certain sets of responsibility because you are trying to maintain that skill set. I made a video about this earlier. If you have a Lamborghini, then you are going to have Lamborghini-sized problems, and you're going to have Lamborghini-sized responsibilities, right? So if you have a Toyota Corolla and you go and you pop your tire running over a nail or something, probably costs a few $100 to fix. Maybe you even, they have the tire in stock at pretty much every single dealership that you go to because it's just a normal car that, probably a lot of people have, so they have those types of things in stock. Now, if you pop your car or your tire on your Lamborghini, you go to the dealership, maybe they have the right size tire, maybe they don't, maybe you sometimes have to go exactly to a Lamborghini dealership. The labor is more expensive, the material is more expensive. Now you have a Lamborghini-sized problem because you are a person that drives a Lamborghini. Now you will have made decisions and done things to earn that ability to have that car or to have that skill set or to have that physique. But it's about what you do to maintain that will hold you accountable in the end, right? If you don't maintain that profitable trader's schedule of waking up on time, being consistent and disciplined in your risk-taking, in your decision-making, in your daily bias, and your preparation before the market, then you will most likely lose that status of being a profitable trader. But if you want to maintain that status or even excel and get better than where you currently are, maybe achieve a better result, going from a 1 payout a month to 2 payouts a month, and so on and so forth, then you need to hold yourself to that standard of, I am going to be this consistently profitable trader through my decision making and through the responsibilities that I have, because I want to maintain that archetype of person, right? I want to be that person. So think about that. If you truly deserve to be successful at whatever it is, whether it's day trading, business, anything, if you truly deserve that, you truly deserve to get rich from trading or from anything, if you truly deserve to get any sort of result or yield any sort of success from anything that you do, are you maintaining the responsibility of what that person is responsible for? Ask yourself that question. Thank you guys for watching.